Hello, everyone. Welcome back to more Outlaws of Thunder Junction. I usually say welcome back to more Magic Arena, playing Premier Draft Outlaws of Thunder Junction. Still on the hunt for my first trophy, embarrassingly. We'll see if I can get there. I think first picking a Sphinx is usually pretty good. There's not really any other card as good as that here. Like, the Courser's good, Skewer's good, lands are okay, but I'll take a Sphinx. It's a little sad to be taking a double pipped card rather, because they're harder to splash if it turns out you're not in that color. Haha. Not gonna take the key to the vault. I think Prairie Dog is pretty good, right? It's like a 2-mana 2/2 that gains counters all on its own. And it kind of wants to be in the blue-white deck, which I haven't built yet. I'm not excited to play blue-white or anything, but it could be a reasonable thing to do. Vault Plunderer, also very good. And like the screen card's fine. I don't really know. I think it's between these two. Like, I haven't taken Prairie Dog, and it's an uncommon. Yeah, Draft Sim think. I mean, I don't really put a lot of faith in what Draft Sim thinks in this set because they haven't updated their pick order since April 4th, like back in spoiler season. But they do say they think Prairie Dog's a tiny bit better than the Plunderer, which is about what I thought. These are some good black cards, though. I wish I had taken the Plunderer now, because I'm pretty sure I'm taking a black card. You could take Ariette's Lullaby, but I won't. I'll take the Rush of Dread, I guess. I think these are both pretty good. You could take Stop Cold, but I don't like that card very much. Siphon Insight, huh? Well, blue looks like a good color to be in. Black is not yet clear. I think I'll just take the crab. Fits well in blue, black, or blue, white. Just a pretty, for a 2-mana creature with 0 power, it is actually pretty strong, pretty powerful. It gets you all the cards you need. It blocks great. It can even attack someday, maybe. Boy, if this were a Vault Plunderer, I'd be very happy with where things were going. Another crab. Rattleback Apothecary also reasonable here. So is the land? But I think I'm just going to take another crab. Stick with blue until, like, I get another hint. It looks like blue-black might be the place to be. Yeah, wow, okay. Raven of Fell Omens looks great. Yeah, so we just had one kind of missed pick on pick 2. We zigged when we should have zagged, but I don't think it was the wrong choice. It just didn't work out. Bind and Negotiation, I don't know. I mean, it's just okay. It's pretty good on turn 2 on the play. Other than that, it's a bit meh. But Stop Cold, I don't know. It's especially bad with, like, Rush of Dread, because it gives them something that they don't mind sacrificing. I think either of these black cards would be fine as a choice here. I'm not very impressed with Fleeting Reflection. Metamorphic Blast, Jin. I think I want Seize the Secret. Well, no. Metamorphic Blast wins a lot of combats, and it can draw 2 as well. Also, it's a crime. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a Overzealous Muscle. This is gonna wheel pretty much. Take the Fall is a crime and it draws. That's got to be a good choice, right? Ooh. The Harrier Strix has wheeled, and it's a crime. So that was the pack where we had the blue and the black and the white cards, and nothing wheeled in that. We kind of wasted Gardener on the second chance at it. So we have 5 crimes right now out of 9 cards. That's pretty good density. Desperado, that could be an alternate win condition for this kind of deck. Mill them whenever you commit a crime. And it's like just decent stats as well. 3 mana 2/4, nice defensive creature. Oh, that's nice. I mean, I'm not thrilled to have 2 Binding Negotiations, but it's just nice that black is open enough to pass me a black card at the end. I think I have to take Tyrant Scorn here, which is a little embarrassing. Ooh, or there's this crime land. Because, like, this could wheel, right? Or I could take, like, the Buzzard. I don't know. I don't really have the guts to try to wheel Tyrant Scorn. I understand that's a play that's good sometimes. And, you know, it doesn't seem like anyone else is playing blue or black. So what are the odds someone's playing blue and black, right? I think I'm going to take the Buzzard. I believe... No, it's just too good. I don't care if I don't get this Buzzard back. I do care if I don't get Tyrant Scorn back. That's my chicken way of justifying it. Hollow Marauder's pretty good. Satoru, I mean... Do I have anything that this does yet? No, I don't have anything to trigger Satoru. The Drake would be okay, but... This is a... Well, I don't know. I mean... This is a flyer that's crime that makes them discard and it can draw and it can get cheaper. But if we aren't going to have that many creatures, which we may not, it could be tough to get this cheap enough. Whereas Geyser Drake to commit crimes on their turn is just always desirable. Archive Trap. Archive Trap and Deep Muck Desperado? That could be a way to win the game. But I think Duelist of the Mind has got to be better, right? Like, I guess Archive Trap, if we end up picking up some spell recursion, which I think's the Slick Shot Lock Picker or whatever the heck it's called, is the only real thing. You know, that together with Deep Muck Desperado, we could actually win with it. But I don't think this could wheel too, right? Blue is open. Nobody wants Archive Trap. Double blue garbage. I'll take a Desert Stew. I don't really want a black-green land. Just a decent 2-mana creature that can commit a crime. Or fuel my own graveyard if there's a reason to do that. Oh, there's the Lockpicker. Definitely want that card. And then if Archive Trap wheels, I'll be happy to have it. Lively Dirge. Okay. Nothing particularly worth tutoring for at the moment, but one of these days we'll probably find something. I mean, honestly, the Lockpicker is pretty good to pick up with Dirge. I don't see any need for Silver Deputy in a deck that's just 2 colors. I do want some deserts for these 2 desert stews, and also just because they're crimes. Maybe I should be taking black-green land for crime, actually. The thing is, I only have like 1 card that cares about crimes? No. Raven and Desperado. Those both care about crimes. This is all kind of junk. I guess I'll take the land. It's a desert, and it commits crimes. And I shouldn't have too much trouble getting my colors, so I don't mind running a colorless land. All my double-pipped spells are quite expensive anyway. Is this the pack Archive Trap was in? I'm not sure. I think it was. Interesting. Somebody took it. Well, we need some of the like blue-black signposts in the next pack. Something to reward me for all these crimes. Okay, that's nice. 3rd crab, wow, okay. But no, it's gotta be Raven. Yeah, I would love this Raven, please. Black-red land would also be great, but I just want all the Ravens. Another Raven. Perfect. Now this is enough crime payoffs. I want more crimes. Marauding Sphinx too good to skip. Excuse me, yeah. What do I just not need at all? Like, everything here has a purpose. This is pretty weak. It's just a big dork that cares about crimes. Binding Negotiations, maybe. Definitely don't need 2. And now we're down to a 23 spell deck, which is a good place to be. And anything I take here, I'm either sideboarding or cutting something to put in. What is this? No. How am I for draw? Also, I guess there is this. I have a lot of filtering with, like, the Harrier Strixes and the Crabs. I don't necessarily need draw, but what else am I taking? Maybe something that contests the ground and also draws eventually? Ah, a crime payoff. Okay. Sure. What is this? 3 mana. When you make artifact tokens, get out of my life. There is this Avarice, but I don't think I need that. Transmutation font. Very, very slow. I'll take a counter. Satoru, I guess? I think I still have nothing to make that pay off, but, like, it's an uncommon, so... Neither of these seem necessary. I don't have that much removal, I think. So I'm going to grab this Consuming Ashes, even though it's a bit weak. Failed Fording? Yeah, I want all the crimes. No, this is red. These are both... I don't know. Neither of them is that great. How do we do for creatures? 16. Got one of these guys on the wheel without having to spend a mid-pack pick on it. So, okay, we definitely don't need two of these. One is dubious. This is 3 creatures to end the game with, but, like, Raven of Fell Omens is also 3 creatures to end the game with, so I don't necessarily need, like, dubious stuff like Overzealous Muscle. It is a shame I didn't get any of those crime lands. I could have grabbed the green-black land, but I forget what I took instead. It was pretty good, though. I think. So, given that I don't have the Archive Trap, I'm not sure this is all that good. It's just a 3-mana 2/4. Yeah, let's get that out of here, I guess. Am I going to control a lot of outlaws? There are 3 in my deck. So this draws a card and it is a crime, but that's about all it does. I don't think it's going to be very useful in combat. Really quite light on removal. This costs at least 4. It'd be pretty cool to cast it for 6 at some point. What do I have that mentions crime? Oh, I forgot this surveils on crimes. When you commit a crime, you may draw a card. It's nuts. Okay. Okay, I know it's looting a card, but still. Well, yeah, so plenty of stuff for Lockpicker to get back. That's easy. Okay, so, I mean, I just have to do something with this pile of 2-mana interaction. Desert's Dew is on the weak side with only 1 desert. But I don't want to cut all my removal. I guess Dirge, just there's not any creatures I want. You can tutor for an... If they kill one of your ravens, you can cast Dirge for 5 to pick it back up and another raven. That is kind of cool. But maybe not all that good. And then just cut the last Binding Negotiation, maybe? Okay, let's give this a shot. Kraith. Okay, I mean, I have Strix and Raven and Tyrant Scorn. I actually think I don't want to play the Strix yet. I want to save it for the Crime with Raven, because there's not really anything for me to do on turn 3 besides Scorn and Strix, right? So let's play out blue and then blue-black. Well, blue then black then blue, I guess is... And I can still hold up Tyrant Scorn, which is the only reason this play makes any sense. Yeah, okay. Well, I tried. I'm gonna let this live and even hit me, so I can hold up Interference for a bigger, more important 4-mana play. Scorn later. Yeah, no thanks on that. Do I have anything that interacts with my graveyard? I don't think I do, right? Yeah, literally nothing. So I could target them here. They're running black and green, though. It's just giving them stuff to reanimate. They already have a pretty good card. I mean, I'm not going to win by milling them. Let's just mill myself here. Milling them risks giving them access to some powerful card in their graveyard to reanimate it. Or even a card with a graveyard ability. Okay. Yeah, we'll kill that. Oh, I maybe should have held that land, huh? Because I would like to surveil here. It's nice to hold this mana up, but it would be better still to get a play down, like a Raven or something. Or a Crab. By the way, what? Some 4-color shenanigans. Okay, hang on to the land for looting purposes. Although, actually, wait a minute. I shouldn't have done that. I should have... Well, I don't know. I could use this to sack lands that are on the field already, but I guess it's getting hypothesized, so much for that. So maybe keeping it in hand is good. Trying to decide how to blow up my 2/4 defender. Blood Hustler into the yard. Okay. Well, the 1/1's pecked him 3 times. 17 more, and we got the game. Finally, some draw. Well, that's a good card. Okay, they do have more deserts. What is this deck? It's just like good cards, I guess. So this you could cast for 5 to make them discard 2. There's no rush, right? Get the Raven out there first. Uh-oh. Yeah. They never seem to let me keep the crime payoffs, huh? Which I guess are specifically the Ravens. So... make them sack half their creatures and take 8 damage? Or discard 2 cards? I think half their cards is pretty good. Wow, Vraska and Dance of the Tumbleweeds. Uh-oh. What's their last card? Oh, go Thief of Crowns. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Okay, so you can... Uh-huh. So this only has Ward 2. I can kill it and swing at Oko for 1. I could play the Sphinx, but they could just take it in exchange for a food. So that doesn't seem very good. Boy, what a banger of a hand they had. Oh, yeah, they would have to, if they -5, I guess they would lose Oko. That's true. But no, right, it had 6. If I was casting the Sphinx... another Dance the Tumbleweeds for a 7/7. Oko is such bullshit. Okay, let's surveil, I guess. I mean, Raven's cool, but I don't have any crimes right now, and... I don't know. Like... it doesn't seem like there's a way to win right now. Any removal left? Slickshot Lockpicker could pick back up some removal. Failed Fording could bounce a token. Yeah, I need one of those cards, not a Raven. Finally, just a normal card. Still good value for them. Top a land? No, unlucky. I can kill Oko now. I think they should have attacked with the 3/3. Oh no, Oko got more. Oko still gets to plus? I don't know. It's hard to imagine winning. I mean, I don't know. Failed Fording, and I'm basically there. I killed the 7/7. Oh, right. They didn't attack with the 3/3 because this is Vigilant, and it was blocking. Got it. At some point, they should steal my Sphinx, right? Well, they can't. It's too small now. Oko is too small. I think this is the only attack. Because I need to chump a 7/7 and I want a double block for a 3. Although, honestly, every 3 is lethal, so maybe that's not going to work out. Well, this blocks one of them. I don't know. Ah. I can play this, and I can surveil, or loot, rather, on their turn to make this somewhat relevant in combat. I don't have like a black trick here, right? Yeah, it would be blue if anything. And because of Drake, I can cast it even for just 1 mana. No dice. Okay, this lives. Another problematic creature. No deserts left? No deserts left, okay. Jeez, come on. Too slow. If I had that without having to surveil, I could have cast this and picked something up and used it. But now I can't do it. 1 mana spell? There's nothing in there, right? Yeah. So, I guess I'm dead. chump for 7, kill the 3/2 and take 5. Well, no, if I play this, I can live, right? It's just I'll be wasting its ETB. Oh, it's maybe not that bad. Because I had to chump like this anyway. And now they're just getting in 0 damage instead of 1. There's the failed fording. Okay. Although... now pumping this is actually good, because then I do have to lose the Sphinx. So many cards. We're just one card too deep in the deck to survive this garbage. Oh. And this time, they didn't go for the pump. Good, okay. Oh, no, it keeps its abilities. Well, okay, but it draws cards and lets me block it even if they pump it. So it's actually a 1/2. Yeah, all right, I'll keep. Ugh. They're just unending. I don't know. They took a break. Yeah. Okay, well, that'll do it, I guess. Let's draw. I could commit a crime to surveil first, I guess. I mean, we're basically at the bottom of the deck, so it doesn't really seem like it matters very much. Well, I mean, it was really close. Like we were getting crushed, but we hung on long enough that we almost kind of staged a comeback, right? If I'd gotten in one more loot earlier in the game, for example, I could have lockpicked away their 4/5 with Tyrant Scorn. You know. Anyway, this looks like a good hand. I have Strix into, I don't know, generic interaction. Peck him to death. And actually, like, you know, Strix blocks pretty well when you have this, right? Maybe not against first strikers. Ooh, no play, huh? Yeah, I guess I want to threaten Essence Capture, so I may as well play the island here. I won't need 2 swamps for a little while yet. Trading pecks? Okay. Fine with me. But I'll hold this back. To loot? What am I saying? I don't need it as a blocker to loot. I could have it as a blocker to, like, block this with Metamorphic Blast, but that's not a good use of my time. Maybe I'll loot with this if they don't do anything relevant. Okay, they're color stuck and they want a treasure. Got it. Cool. Blow your treasure on a mana dork and I counter the... I don't know. There's not really any mana dork where that would be relevant, I guess. Still nothing? Okay. Go ahead, kill it. I don't care. Okay, not killing it. This is a curious situation. Why is opponent not doing anything? They sacked their guy for a treasure, and then they didn't spend the treasure. Okay, they wanted the draw, I guess. They didn't know what they were going to draw, and they hoped it would be useful, and it wasn't. Making them discard half their cards is very cool, but I can't do that yet. Whatever it is, I should be able to counter it? Or were they just a... Yeah, go ahead. Okay, I'll draw 2. So now if I wanted to, I could make them discard 3 for 5 mana. But they aren't using the cards in their hand anyway, so I don't think that's a great idea. I guess it's... Do I really want to... I could seize the secrets if I play Strix, tapping their land, making this cheaper, and then like still play Duelist of the Mind. But I don't want to tap out a counterspell mana here, I don't think. So I think it's just Strix and this. So I guess I'll Strix pre-combat to tap a mountain? I don't know. I guess we're more of a Flyers deck than a Crimes deck, huh? Like, there are 3 Ravens in the deck. And some other stuff, but... Okay, double... They had a triple black spell they needed to cast. Maybe. I don't know what's happening, man. DJ Crispy, by the way. Good name. Sure, enjoy. Tapping double black. Ah. Auto tapper tap double black for them. It would only do that if they have a double red spell, which looks like Return the Favor. Okay, wow, that makes this very scary. It could be the, like, double red deal 5. I'm not sure how Auto Tapper would behave if they had... Well, okay, they're just going to do it. They're going to plot a Rictus Robber. Okay. Well... Discard 2? Sacrifice half your creatures? They just don't mind sacking the 1/1 is the thing. But this is my chance to get Rush of Dread to trigger, I guess? Like, to get through Return the Favor? And holding up 1 mana doesn't do anything, so I may as well make them sack something. If I could have made them lose half their life and discard half their cards and leave all their creatures alone, I would have, but that's not a legal option. And I figured 2 cards is worth more than 8 life. Because they've now finally got all their mana. Presumably they can cast these big heavy-hitting spells they've been hanging on to. They look miserable. So I like that. There goes... No, not Return the Favor. Hellspur, Brute, and Explosive Derailment. Okay. I mean, those are good spells to not have in their hand. Do I hold back 1 Strix to block their potential 4/1? No, I don't want to make it easy for them to trigger Rictus Robber. Okay, well. So it was actually Scorching Shot and not Return the Favor. Fine. Three, 5 Vigilance Flying is good here. Yeah? Now I think I do hold a Strix back to block the 1/1, or the 4/1, I mean. Because this can be made into a 5/3, and then I can't really block it with Sphinx. Is it possible I don't play Sphinx here? My life total is a little precarious, but no. Sphinx blocks the 2/2 at least. And even if one of these chumps a 4/3, it's still good. So yeah, hold 1 blocker back and play Sphinx. Okay, but it was Scorching Shot, so I don't think I'm worried about Return the Favor anymore. Auto tap solution has changed? Why? Alright, whatever, man. It changed its mind about whether to tap 3 blue or 3 black, but it shouldn't have. I guess now it's realizing I can't legally cast this for some reason? Or is it when it was proposing a tap, it didn't know that? I don't quite understand that. Or no, the opposite. Now it's worried I might want to cast this? I don't know. Still, like, what was in their hand when they were just doing nothing for 4 and 5 mana? They didn't want to cast a Hellspur Brute? Spending a treasure? Okay, so they pumped here. I mean, this is a little suspicious. But I don't think I want to take 4 on a weird hunch. I probably do, actually. Go ahead, hit me for 4. Because being able to hold up a combat trick while I still have Sphinx is very powerful. Whereas I think they probably have some combat trick. I don't want to risk the Sphinx. Like fake your own death or something? That would be absolutely sick on this Rictus Robber. Okay. Menace is fun. Okay, not casting this. So this is like 5 to cast both modes? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not going to have 2 blockers, so I might as well swim. I mean, I could do this and be able to double block here, but that's a little scary. I'd rather just failed forwarding this and like not worry about it. So then all I want to block this with is the Sphinx. I guess I can play this and still have failed forwarding plus counterspell. And it gets a 0/5 out there, which is nice. And either way, I can't failed forwarding plus both modes on this. So yeah, this is right. Love to see that. Okay. Still not risking the Sphinx. Just completely nullify their 4/3 without any investment. That's a good thing to do. And it actually threatens to trade, right? I can spend 4 mana on it if I want. Yeah, fake your own death makes sense. Okay, but as long as I don't let this die, they don't get the ETB trigger. They just kill the crab, which is fine. Fine. Held up double red for them again, but that's because they cast 2 blacks. They cast black spells, sure. Yeah, another flyer is good. White. Huh. None of this kills them immediately. I think just getting out a Drake is pretty cool. And holding up... Actually, I'm not sure how good the counterspell is. Let's just play another Sphinx. They have a little too much mana for counterspell to be that good. It would be fine to like flash in a 2/2, but I'd rather just play a 2/3 at sorcery speed. Four mana. Ooh. Okay, that's a little interesting. But they don't have enough mana to kill a Sphinx anymore. So all I have to do is live through combat and I should be okay. If they have Outlaw's Fury, I guess I die? No. They only get in for 6. Alright, block this. Block one of these. What the hell is this? What? +1 +0 and first strike. Okay, so just a worse Outlaw Surprise. Got it. Whew. Did I say Outlaw's Surprise? The last time Outlaw's Fury. Well, I'm glad they didn't have more mana for this. Because casting this for 6 would have killed me. But only after they played the Posse Boss. So they were like if they had drawn one more card throughout the course of the game and had gotten well, I don't know, I guess they were probably spending their mana. If they could take an extra turn for 0 mana, they would have killed me, which, I don't know, that's true in a lot of games, but not all of them. Alright, what are my... Oh, I clicked too soon. My dailies are going to disappear. Oh, they didn't. Not casting red or white spells. I'll attack with creatures. I mean, that opponent had a really rough early game, and we still barely scraped by at the end. I'm a little nervous about my performance against opponents who are drawing better. This looks good, though. I'm not sure which 2-drop to lead out with, really. I guess the Raven? I don't know. Because if they're going to... Oh, well, okay. Maybe the Vigilant Flyer, then? I don't know. Yeah. Well, I want to play them both. Does the order matter? I guess if they're going to kill something with Steer Clear, I want it to be the Raven. Oh, except this is a Vigilant 0/3. It doesn't actually block and kill a pixie. Like, it can still block, but it can't kill it. A little scary. I might just cast nothing and hold up Counterspell? Because they're going to want to play another creature and then play this, right? And I can counter one of them. And maybe they're going to hang on to this for a little while. But they probably have something to do on 3, so I could counter it. But maybe I don't have to. Let's just be mana efficient and play the 3-drop. Even though it's not really affecting the board state right now. Okay, I wish I'd been able to counter that. That's horrible. Oh god, they get the 1/1 as well, right? So this is a 4/4? Jeez. I don't know, if I'd held up the mana to counter, maybe they would have still done it, but maybe they would have found something else to do that would have made me unhappy in a different way. I don't think I can do much attacking. It's fine. I mean, I don't like any of this. I'm getting absolutely rolled by these 2 cards. Yeah, like if I'd held up the mana for Counterspell, they could have just played this instead of committing to these 2. Oh my god. Sure. Actually, casting Sphinx might be like the only way I can win this game. I don't think it will win, but I need a land. I could have attacked with the Raven here as well, but having a blocker for more of these 1/1s seems important. Jeez, okay. This is pretty bad. Yeah, I mean, you just can't beat this Matter Weaver. Really? Strange. Nobody's ever double blocked against them, or they have a reanimate effect. So now, like, attacking with this into their 1/4 just gains them life. So I think we just chill. Forwarding doesn't seem like it's doing much. I want to use it on, like, to counteract a combat trick or something. You could try a bluff attack and see if they are afraid to block with the Griff because of a combat trick. I don't know. Oh! Okay, yeah, they did indeed have a reanimate effect. I wish I could counterspell this. I mean, this is just the end of the game, right? I could bounce the Griff and they wouldn't have a mount anymore. This wouldn't DTB, but they could just cast it next turn. I mean, I guess I better make some use of my time, right? Okay. Counterspell isn't going to do anything. I can exile the Matter Weaver, finally. Although, I'm thinking exiling their 15/15 or whatever it is might be better. So in that case, let's plot this. Plan to exile their giant creature next turn. And then exile something else after, maybe? I don't know. Eventually the 1/1s are going to get me, but I'll hang on while I can. God, imagine if I had like held up the mana to counter this. The game would be totally different. But I don't think it was right. I think they could have just worked around it and made me look worse. That's something. Sort of. Blow up a bunch of tokens. I mean, no, I have to kill this first. Which I can do on their turn. Like, these aren't all Matter Weaver tokens. They've just played so many creatures somehow. Nobody gets to play this many creatures in one game this quickly. I don't understand it. Okay, Tyrant Scorn is good. No. Bandit's Hall draws eventually, but I think it's kind of too late. Oh, I do have a draw trigger coming. Yeah, so... hang on. So keep Seize the Secrets on top so I can discard it? Well, no. I can just... Well, yeah, I guess I'll do that. I could either surveil it and not loot, or I could keep it on top and loot it. If I keep it on top and loot it, I get to pump this. What if I used Rush of Dread twice instead? To make them lose half their life and then half their life again? They don't really have attacks, right? And I have a Raven. Maybe I should have bottomed this as well. Yeah, I think this was actually a bad keep. Because I need a land to do this, don't I? No, 5 mana to make them lose half their life. Okay, it's happening. I don't know if they have a pump effect or not. I mean, am I dead? 9... 12? It's pretty bad. And that's if they have nothing. Okay, maybe sacrificing half their creatures will actually be good then. Do I want to land? I did a minute ago. I'm not sure I still do. I guess so. Because next turn I just want to do this again. I already have enough mana for that, though. I guess, okay. That's too big! Well, no, I mean, it's big, but it means I can't just block this 4-2 anymore. And, well, okay, maybe I can. Maybe I have to go like this and take 5? Yeah, this sucks. I think I should have cast this earlier to Tyrant Scorn something. Waiting isn't working out. Making them sack half the creatures they control. They'd have 3 left. Which would be, what? This. I mean, this is a 5-5. That's a problem, right? But I don't think anything else lives. I don't necessarily think this lives either. Well, actually a 1-mana 1/1 fits into the curve pretty well, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. I'll be playing a Sphinx next turn. If I'm alive. Oh, the cow is lethal. Okay, see ya. Well, that was quite a game. It was over very early. When I couldn't immediately counter or otherwise deal with the Matter Weaver. But if I had Tyrant Scorned much sooner, or used the Slick Shot sooner, I don't know. My eyes got suddenly really big when I was like, oh, I have a Raven, I can make them lose 8 life and then 5 life and like also get Raven triggers or whatever. I don't know the exact numbers, but the problem was I couldn't do that and still live if they finally got off their butts and attacked, which they did. I think they could have been attacking sooner than that. Just leave back the Matter Weaver and swing with a bunch of stuff. This is fine. Happily counter if they play a decent 2-drop. Sure. Contest the ground. Those mounts are going to be a problem. I can bounce their thing and still draw 2, which is a decent turn, I guess. And then Sphinx. Oh, that's cute. Could flashback a forwarding or something like that. But I'd like to get this out first. So maybe it's this plus plot. Okay. Go ahead and use your combat trick if you want. I'd love it for you to spend all your mana not playing a creature. Yeah, it's too bad that it sticks around, huh? Okay, so now I don't necessarily have to plot because I can play the Drake. Next turn, play this and bounce or flashback the failed forwarding, presumably, to get this back down to being a 4-2. And also draw a card. Yeah, this time you can get in. They don't have another creature to play, or they would have saddled. Yeah, okay. I can play the Raven as well, right? 3 and 2 and 2 with this. That tap is fine. This is any color, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. It did look like we were doing Dimir stuff, finally. I mean, like, opponent only had 3 lands all game. That's why we won. But at least the deck was doing functional stuff. Spent my mana efficiently, hit my land drops, advanced my board, my game plan. Can't ask for much more than that, given that we don't really have that many. I mean, I don't know, we even played a bomb-ish card, right? The Sphinx is quite strong. Yeah, this is a nice curve out. Crab first, of course. Could do nothing, but that seems bad. Try to counter their 2-drop, no thanks. Once I have the crab out, holding up a counterspell makes more sense. Okay. Doesn't really do anything yet. Okay, I do want that mana rock on the field, please. Miss, that's nice to see. But they can give this first strike and scry. I assume they will. Should have scryed first, maybe? To try to make it more likely to hit a plains? No, they had to get this on the battlefield to scry. A 2/4 is pretty good against this 3/1 first strike, I guess. This triggers only once each turn. Okay. So I guess what we do is we just swing in for 1 again. And we mill them for the crime. Oh, they were one away from a plains, but they couldn't have done anything about it. And then I can failed forwarding for another crime and start getting this to draw cards, maybe? Okay, I guess I'll counter this. Almost hit resolve. What a terrible play that would have been. They don't really have attacks. They can scry again. Oh, they're not going to. Why not? It seems free. Okay. This attack doesn't do anything. I have 5 mana. This is 3 to draw, 2 and tap. So I guess I play this and hold failed forwarding. I could make this attack and offer a trade if they want it, but they don't have to take it. Well, I guess it gains life if they don't take it. And I don't really care about this creature. And if they don't take it, it also gains life, right? Yeah, let's go for this. I don't mind trading for either of your creatures. Because it helps you saddle? Yeah. Let's go with that. I already have a 2/4 to block with. Let's just get this out of here. Shrink the board. I know, I'm trading a 2/2 lifelinker for a 2/1, but I want fewer creatures on the board. Simplify. What I need is more land. I don't know. I need spells, really. Okay, they don't have any such creatures yet, but with Armadillo they will someday. I think I want to just bounce the 3/3 for tempo, right? I should have done it before combat so they couldn't saddle up. No, they could have saddled up. Because they had priority. There's a time when they had priority to saddle before I could bounce. Yeah, I mean, this isn't incredible value, but tempo is important. And I need to draw, so... Oh, this doesn't draw. This just surveils, which I don't have a desert to surveil with. Gets a counter here. Yeah. Just want tempo, please. I don't need the crab loot here, so I'll just play this out. Pecking away at him. Because, like, I think they wanted to do this turn was activate Armadillo and then attack with this, maybe, to make a dinosaur. And they can't do that now because this isn't on the board. That's why bouncing was a useful tempo play. They don't have great attacks yet, even if they could pump the Armadillo. It's like I could pump the crab into a 4/1, which would be an okay trade. I guess if they pump the crab and only attack with the 3/3, then I don't have the greatest block in the world. Okay, that's perfect. Draw cards and win a combat. They didn't decide to pump the armadillo. Maybe no combat is forthcoming here? I can still discard, blow up a land. Okay. I don't want to waste this just to draw 2. I want to get a combat out of it. And I have this to keep, like, the card draw coming. I forgot it makes a treasure. That makes this a lot better. Okay, good. Okay, crab loot. Discard the land. Still 22 cards left. Tons of deck. I guess after activating this, I could have used the Strix to loot the land away, couldn't I? But I said I wanted the land, so... Plus I'm getting free loots out of this guy. That's fine. Because if the armadillo attacks, I can just bounce it. And with this attack, I get the combat win I wanted. Oops. Yeah, that's important. I almost hit one block, but no, I want to kill this. Okay, they got 1 token. Good work. The birds are pecking away. Make them lose half their life. They're almost dead. Eight mana? Make them lose half their creatures and half their life. Seems okay. I don't know. That's so greedy. What if I just say half their creatures and half their... I mean, the thing is, if I make them lose half their life, Raven will trigger, will be at 9. They'll lose 5. They're at 4. I attack with 2 birds. They're at 2? I mean, that seems pretty good. These cards are not going to matter when they're at 2. Oh, wait. I actually could choose all modes? I have 8 mana. Sure. Rush of Dread, all modes. If I did custom thumbnails, I might include this today. Not really necessary to win the game, but it sure is speeding it up. What the hell? I've never even seen this card. 3 mana, 2/4. When I make tokens, they copy them. And when they get tokens, they drain me. And Trick Shot and at Knife Point. Okay, so they're missing their black, I guess. I've got some cards saved up in here, but I don't think I'll need them. The white board clear is like 7 mana, or I guess it's 6 to do a double-sided board clear, I think. I know the spree cost is 3 double white, and I think the spell's main cost is just white, not 1 and white. Okay, they have a kill spell trying to decide what bird to kill? Yes. Okay, well, you're not dead this turn, then. Okay, that card doesn't really matter. I could pass and loot away the swamp? Hold up removal? That makes sense. Still tons of deck. Don't have to worry about milling out. That's nothing. They really gonna wait until I declare attackers just in case I decide not to? Maybe they want to see what's on top of their deck before conceding. Makes sense. They're not going to do it. The birds, man. Birds and defenders. I'm not a crime deck. I'm a birds and defenders deck. Can you just, like, let's end the game, please? Why are we still here? What is there for 2 white mana that's going to be relevant? I can't think of anything. Actually, I have a lot of black costs in hand. Oh my god. Opponent. I don't know. Are they emoting me? Maybe that's what's happening. As usual, I have opponents muted. Okay, that's a nice little insurance in case they somehow kill this flyer. They do have a way to kill it. Bovine intervention. Okay, cool. Not good enough, though. Nice. Well, I mean, we were in total control of that game the whole way through. But, like, it wasn't that far from going the wrong way. If they'd been able to resolve Eartha Joe, I didn't really have anything in hand to deal with her once she was on the board at the time, as I recall. And if they'd hit some lands, maybe they could have done some scary stuff. A lot of mercenaries for Eartha Joe from at knife point, but they never hit their black source. They must be splashing at knife point, which is a little weird. Okay, we made it up to 3 wins. An average deck, at least. But I'd like to get to 4. I'd like to get to 7, but 4 is my milestone for, like, a very satisfying draft. You know, obviously I'd like more, but... No, it's right. So there's a game a little bit ago, right, where I decided to wait on the Strix so I could get the crime trigger on Raven. But like, the Strix gets in for 2 points of damage during those turns that I declined to play it, right? I think that was just a dumb play. Like, if it connects with the Raven the way I want it to, then I've drained them for 1 more than I would have, but done 2 less damage. So like, they've lost a life and they've gained a life and I've gained a life, kind of. It's roughly neutral. But if it doesn't work out that well, then I'm just giving up on Strix Pex. 2 counterspells, huh? I think we run out the Raven all the same. Green, white. I mean, they could do some scary stuff on 3 mana, and I can't really deal... Well, I can crab, I guess, if they do. But I would love to get the Raven down and then just counter everything for a while. Probably it won't go that well. Like, they're going to cast something here, right? That's what happens when opponent's on the play. Yeah. Okay, but it's just a 2/2. I want a crab. I want to hold up a counterspell. I want to play a 2/2 lifelink to contest. I want everything. I want the Raven. We're certainly attacking here. I guess I should play the 2/2 lifelinker so they don't just like let Prairie Dog go nuts. And I'll mill them because I don't care about milling myself and I do care about crimes. What are you going to do for 1 green mana? Snakeskin Veil your face? I'm sure they're glad I'm milling them, but they're also unhappy that I'm draining them, so... Oh, no attacks. Just put a counter on. Okay. And I hit a land, which is nice. The problem is this is now a competent attacker, and I can't do a ton about it. But, like... Actually... What am I going to do if they just don't cast a spell again? These counterspells are going to rot on the vine. They'll just start gaining more and more life. Like, eventually I can hit a bounce or a kill, but I don't have it yet. I think we take it slow. Just develop a Raven and hold a counterspell. Don't commit to the crab, because if they play a spell, it's very important to counter it. I could double block? Okay. This looks bad against Snakeskin Veil, which it was holding up priority for them with 1 green mana, actually. Because I can't actually... Okay, never mind. I take it back. I can't actually counter... Snakeskin Veil. This I can counter. No black mana because I'm running this piece of junk. Okay, well, sad. Kind of sucks to race someone who has a lifelinker that just grows automatically, but... Right now it's only a 3/3, and if they just continue doing nothing, I can exile it when I get to my swamp. No on that as well. Not that it's like super important, but I just want to get the mana spent. Drain them for 2. No attack? Sure, because they want to block the lifelinker. Makes sense. I think we kill him here? No, it's 1 off. I didn't do the math. This is a crime, so it is lethal. Okay, take that, lifelinker. Okay, I mean, I didn't play any spells with mana value more than 2. No, I played a 4 to cap things off. This only has mana value 1, even if you pay the spree both modes, so it costs 5. Right? Mana value is just what's written in the top right, taking into account X if it is an X cost spell. But even if you count it, I only spent 2 on those. I just played a bunch of 2 mana cards plus Strix and the Exile at the end. Very lucky to top deck the Swamp. My cat hates you, or Micah Thatescu? Should have mispronounced it the first time. That would have been a better joke. It's Incan, I think. Micah Thatescu? Anyway, this is a bad hand. This is fine. Crab. Well, actually, probably lead with Duelist, right? Because it can attack. Blue Lava Spur Boots. This is going to be exciting. Red, maybe? Blue-red is the idea? Blue-white. May as well bluff something here, since we have Vigilance anyway. Cool. But, you know, I mean, they have a 3/3 flyer now, which is sad. And another 3/3 flyer, by the way. This is going to be a problem. Even if I make them sack half their creatures, which I could do, and they lose this, they're going to get this guy online. So, yeah, I don't know. It's looking bad. Metamorphic Blast. Okay. So for 2 mana, I can make something a 0/1. And I can also pay 2 mana to make this a 2/3. So I can kill something. So I guess I may as well swing with the flyer here. Confirming my earlier threat that I have a combat trick. But they're going to go for it. Okay, fine. This is not incredible value for me because I don't get to draw, but I think it's better than letting them just hit me for 6 every turn. I guess I could have swung with both here, actually, because this isn't blocking. Uh-oh. Hindering Light? Help! My blue mana, my blue opponent had mana up, and I just assumed everything would work. What a fool. Oops. We're in trouble here. I mean, Rush of Dread to sack 2 creatures is kind of cool. But I'm taking 9 here. I can always chump later. So I don't have to do it now. Ooh, a Sphinx is actually even better. Because it just blocks everything. Okay. They could easily have an answer to this, but at the moment, with just what's on board, the Sphinx actually looks good. And if I live... Well, not... If nothing bad happens this turn, I could have done Rush of Dread, but instead I'm just going to lose the game, I guess. I mean, I'm not dead here, but I have to chump and then not win. Yeah, Rush of Dread choosing just creatures. I could take a peek at their hand, I guess. I obviously I can use the mana to attack with the crab, and you know that would be cool, I guess. But let's just see what's in their hand. Or I could do 10 damage. That is kind of funny, right? I should have attacked with this. I forget what my dailies are. Well, that's 4-3, right? Reward. Why have I been given a pack? Is this for something related to, like, how many wins I have? You don't normally get reward a pack. What is that all about? For, like, this thing? No? This? I don't know. I don't pay any attention to this battle pass or whatever they call mastery pass. Maybe that was why I got a pack. Oh, look, attack with 30 creatures, and I'm at 29 if I'd attacked with the crab. All right, very funny. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.